Jonathan speaks exclusively to 90 Day Fiancé News Daily. His claims Fernanda's lying about abuse to stay in the US. Plus, Jonathan says she was the real aggressor and much more. Stay tuned. Hello 90 Day fans, I'm Christy, today bringing you a special report. Earlier this week, Season 6 star Fernanda advertised an upcoming speaking gig where she's being billed as a domestic violence survivor. The flyer claimed Fernanda is known for sharing her abuse story, and fans were confused. She's clearly talking about Jonathan, who we saw her marry on the show, but this is the first most have heard about any alleged abuse. So I reached out to Fernanda's estranged husband, Jonathan, and what he revealed is truly shocking. While continually declaring he never laid a hand on Fernanda, Jonathan explains exactly why she's making the claims, and he has witnesses. Jonathan says he realized early on in the relationship that Fernanda only wanted US citizenship and a modeling career, not a marriage. It was at a party the couple attended with his friends that Fernanda learned abuse claims could keep her in the country. According to Jonathan, during a conversation with a group of lawyers and a judge, Fernanda was told about the Violence Against Women Act. VAWA grants a green card to victims of battery or extreme cruelty at the hands of a US citizen. "See, babe, I don't need you," Fernanda supposedly declared after learning about the law. But Jonathan promises you will never see a text, picture, or police report to support her claims because it's all bogus. He adds that Fernanda admittedly never told her parents or 90 Day producers about the alleged abuse because there's nothing to tell. They knew how crazy she was, he says about TLC, revealing that they honored his multiple requests during the season to not show footage of Fernanda acting out. According to Jonathan, abuse did occur in the relationship, but he is the victim. If anyone was violent or aggressive, it was Fernanda, Jonathan reveals. She's punched me in the face multiple times. Her dad told me, she's crazy. She has a temper. Jonathan told Fernanda's dad later that he was right. Adding insult to literal injury, the real estate agent explains how he tried to give Fernanda the world during their time together, paying for her apartment, college, modeling aspirations, and even providing 20 grand to help his wife start a business that she quickly lost interest in. And about that boob job we saw him pay for on the show? That wasn't my idea, Jonathan clarifies, adding that unbeknownst to him at the time, Fernanda had her cheeks done on his dime too. But that wasn't enough for the girl who had come from very humble beginnings in Mexico. Another source close to Jonathan says Fernanda jeopardized her cushy lifestyle 2 months in, when Jonathan caught her sexting with a female friend from back home. She was caught texting sexually with other women. Jonathan saw it and he was shocked, the source told me. Fernanda cried and apologized profusely, which became a theme in their marriage. Even after Jonathan broke things off, Fernanda wrote an apology letter and reached out to his family to arrange a meeting with hopes of reconciling. His response? Absolutely not. The irony here is that Fernanda always wanted Jonathan to move back to his hometown of Chicago, which he did shortly after they split up. But he says despite the still married couple residing in the same city, he's had zero communication with her. Quick sidebar on those reports TLC was filming in Chicago recently that had us wondering if we'd see Jonathan and Fernanda on an upcoming season of 90 Day. Jonathan himself reached out to producers at that time and was told those shots were for another couple. He has no plans to share his personal life on TV ever again. Jonathan and Fernanda split for good in December 2018, but despite his filing for divorce earlier this summer, they are still legally married. Circling back to her abuse claims, Jonathan says she's been sent a cease and desist letter adding, "We're prepared to file a lawsuit for defamation." But Jonathan isn't trying to stop Fernanda's upcoming speaking engagement or prevent her from telling her story. He just wants her to tell the truth. "You can't just make up stories about people," he concluded. I know that's a lot of information. My conversation with Jonathan was a long, emotional one, during which he seemed very sincere. I want to thank him for his time and all of you for watching with an open mind, and AfterBuzz TV for giving us the platform that is 90 Day Fiancé News Daily. See you all next week.